All right, now we're getting into the nuts and bolts of actually knocking on doors, and we're going to talk about the materials you should be using while canvassing at the front door. Right here we have an example of our ideal layout for a door hanger. This is a very functional piece. I've seen some very beautiful pieces of literature with respect to door hangers. This one focuses more on the functionality, and you can see here we have the address written in where we recently completed work in the neighborhood. So this becomes a very functional piece. We're going to take this door hanger with the invitation on the top, and again, that is strictly to make this cold call approach resemble that of a warm call or a referral. So we're going to write in the address 1234 Main Street or wherever we completed the work, and we're going to extend that flyer outward to the homeowner and engage the homeowner in conversation, invite them to come down and take a look at the work. And in the event the homeowner is not home, we're going to go ahead and hang the door hanger right on the door and leave that behind for them and hope to get a call in accordingly. Some of the key features to this, in addition to the invitation, obviously we're stating free estimates here. We're taking advantage of that tax credit, $1,500 energy tax credit. Receive that. Letting them know what we do: windows, siding, roofing, gutters, leaf protection, licensed, bonded, insured. Letting them know that we take different forms of payment as far as financing options and credit cards. Obviously our phone number. And on the rear side, we focus a lot more on credibility. Members of the Better Business Bureau, members of NARI, Angie's List, Energy Star products. And then we have some calls to action here with respect to some coupons for exposure home, price freeze, do a little bit of work at a time, and we'll freeze the price on any remaining work for up to 2 years down the road. Senior discounts, again, the website and phone number. So the door hanger, a very functional piece and instrumental in canvassing door to door. The next piece we're going to take a look at is the canvassing appointment form. This is also a very important form. The canvassing appointment form is not data entry friendly. It's set up in a very non-traditional format and very important to do it that way. You'll see at the very top we have the address as the first piece of information that we are requiring, and the reason for that is when canvassing door to door and using that assumptive approach, we're going to be extracting that information from the homeowner. We're not going to wait for the homeowner to tell us their name, address, and phone number. We're actually going to elicit that in a very assumptive manner. The way we do that is once we decide the homeowner has shown some interest, whether they ask a question like, do you do patio doors? Or how long have you been in business? Or are you members of the Better Business Bureau? All those types of questions are only being asked because they have a genuine interest in your company and your product. So what we want to do is turn that into an assumptive elicitation of their information. So in the event the homeowner were to ask, how is your track record with the Better Business Bureau? We could say, our track record is fantastic. We have an A+ rating. We'll be happy to bring you a most recent copy of our report with the Better Business Bureau. You're typically around in the evenings, or is the daytime better for you? At that point, if they give us a commitment whether evenings or daytimes is better, we're going to immediately start to take their information down. We're going to point at the address on the house that usually exists next to the front door, on one side or the other, above the front door, somewhere in the front door area. We're going to say, this is 3605. We're going to write that down. The homeowner, of course, is going to say yes, because that is their address. I'm still on Shady Tree. Of course, the homeowner is going to say yes, because that is the street where they live. And that's Lane, correct? The homeowner is going to say yes. We've got 3 yeses now. I'm still here in Rocky River. Homeowner, again, will say yes. And the zip code here is 44116. Go ahead and write that in. And our 6th yes, now the area code for the phone out here, that is area code 216, correct? And that's our 6th yes. And when you get your 6 yeses in a row like that, the homeowner just regurgitates their home phone number. And that is the most difficult piece of information for us to extract from the homeowner. So very important to elicit the information in this fashion. That is why we have the canvassing appointment form set up in this manner, and it is very important to do so. Although the folks in data entry may not like the way this is set up in a non-traditional format, it is important for the canvassers to be assumptive in the field and begin writing the address down first, eliciting the information in this way. After you get the phone number, you're going to ask, in the event something were to come up on our end last minute about the appointment, is there an alternate number where you can be reached? And we're going to go ahead and write in the phone number there. We're going to get the name of both homeowners, all homeowners, the interest, in this case we're looking at windows, if they've ever had any estimates before, how many windows they have. We're going to circle the day and time, and we're going to write in any comments regarding any estimates they may have had, the condition of their windows, their level of interest, and lastly we're going to close for the federal do not call list, and that close is, have you ever heard of the federal do not call list? Whether the homeowner says yes or whether the homeowner says no, we respond in the same fashion. And that is, well, telemarketing laws have actually gotten so strict, we can't even give you a friendly reminder call without your permission. So I just need your initials right here. Never have any problems getting that authorization if you ask it properly and word the question properly. So once we get our initials there for the federal do not call list, we have completed the canvassing appointment form. What we're going to want to do after we get our appointment is button the appointment up and pre-position ourselves for success. This is what we call our appointment reminder. It's very bright in color. We have a little bit of credibility about our company, different credentials here, members of the Better Business Bureau, NARI, any other affiliations you may have that you feel are important, Angie's List, Chamber of Commerce. We're going to put our website down here at the bottom, encourage them to check us out online, look at styles, colors, other options. And we have our frequently asked questions. Am I obligated to buy anything? Absolutely not. There's no obligation. Is there any charge for the estimate? Absolutely not. The estimate is free. How long will the quote be valid? It is in writing and it's valid for 1 full year. Again, keep in mind, when you're canvassing for appointments and you're the aggressor and we're hoping to seek people out and put them in the market, keeping the estimates good for a year is very important. It's very inconsistent to be out in the neighborhood giving free estimates to people that just wanting them to take a look and just want to introduce them to our products and then tell them that the estimate's only good for 30 days. You're looking at someone who's in the A category of the buying cycle if they're going to be buying windows in the next 30 days. With canvassing, you tend to find a lot more, B's and C's in the lead category where the folks aren't necessarily ready to take, a hard look right now, may not be purchasing in the immediate future. However, they do have some interest. So that's why with a canvassing appointment form, we like to give an estimate that's good for 1 full year. Lastly, we're going to write in the date and time of the appointment here. And we're going to tell them to put that on the refrigerator or someplace highly visible where both spouses will see it so they don't forget about the appointment. So these are some of the tools you should be using at the front door while canvassing. I'm sure that will be very helpful.